Hello, everybody.
Hola, mi amigos. Welcome to the Rico and Rico Show.
Welcome to the Rico Show.
Nice Saturday morning, beautiful sunny LA. No
And-
snow.
And let us know if we're coming through clear. What are you going to give a demonstration on?
I'm going to give a
today?
demonstration today about something that I notice a lot of teachers don't necessarily delve into this area. I mean, a lot of them. Some of them probably do, but it's kind of left by the wayside.
Hold on. I can't hear anything.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Hi, Judy here. Thank you for coming. Hi, Judy.
Hey, Judy.
Can you guys... Let's see. What could I possibly be doing wrong?
Maybe the other mute.
Right.
Try that one.
I don't know. I think that's what gives it feedback.
Oh, right. Technical.
All okay now. Okay, there we go.
Ah. All right.
There they are. Yes, I can hear.
Good
Very
morning.
Good. Okay. Hello, everybody, again. Rico here.
Hola, mi amigos.
Excuse me.
Today I'm going to be covering a subject that I don't see covered a lot, really, from animation teachers, and also it's something that's in a lot of cartooning books and animation books, but it's something that I think kind of hinders or misleads beginning animators to a certain degree. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate the difference between what the books are showing and what you should not should do. I hate to use that word. What I recommend you try, because remember, take this stuff with a grain of salt. I mean, if what I'm about to show you is something that really works for you already and you get great results with it, then don't change a thing. That's the ultimate litmus test, right? Is whatever works for you works. Perfect. So keep that in mind. But
I agree. I think there's many approaches, but just is it not working?
it's too thick.
Try it again. Try it again one more time.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it does that for some reason.
I gotta undo.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that, do you?
All right. Okay, so in a lot of animation books, cartooning books, they show you how to construct a character to animate, and a lot of them do this. They have this like a circle here, and then they'll have a circle over here, or a shape, and then they'll have like a upper leg and a lower leg, like this, and then they'll put the foot in. They'll do this with the upper arms and the lower arms, and then they'll do the hands, something like this. Then they'll have you maybe connect it, something like that. And then they put a little construction lines in there, to give a little three-dimensionality. But the thing there's two things that kind of work against trying to make a fluid movement in animation. And that is, one thing is that these things are all separated segments. So you don't, first of all, it takes away from the rhythm of the whole character's pose, because it's like pieces, like a little Lincoln log or a Lego set or something. So it tends to be stilting or make things kind of stiff. So what I wanted to show was how to work on characters, or start drawing them, and try to get some rhythm into the character. Get a flow going, not necessarily pieces so much as things all go from one part of the character into another, and they flow like this. That kind of rhythmic thing where all the limbs kind of work in and out of each other rather than being separated into little items. Because for one thing, you have to keep track of all those items every time you do a drawing and move things around, which is pretty time consuming. Whereas this other method over here, lets you just kind of quickly sketch it out. I guess it's more of a gesture drawing than a construction thing, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you could still put construction lines in here like this. You could put surface lines on there. You could put a little belt on there if you want, just to kind of give it a little three-dimensionality, something like that. But yeah, I would just recommend, this is just something I recommend, is try to keep it like that. So I'm going to select all this and delete it. Or I'll just do it over here, right?
Yeah, you can go there.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, cool. So I'm going to do I'm going to animate in both of those different methods and see what happens here. So I'm just going to do a little.
You're gonna actually animate?
Well, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just to show how how clunky it is.
What a show!
I might just make it move. Oh, by the way, if you're a regular, you'll notice that I don't have glasses on. That's because I got this like eye operation in this eye, and they sliced open the cornea, took the lens out, and they put a brand new lens in, a robotic eye. So now everything's clear. It's amazing. I can see now, so I don't need glasses.
He's becoming the $10 million man.
Yeah.
What that show was called?
$6 million.
Oh, 6 million. Well, inflation. Now it's 10.
Or the Bionic Man, whichever you want to call it. So I'm going to go ahead and try to animate this character with the segments, like I was just saying, and see what happens here. Even though I'm still going to try to keep like a gestural feel to it. But you'll notice right away I have to take all the time to, put these parts in there. So I'm going to go to the next frame. Or I just hit add frame, right? Okay.
Yeah, add a frame.
All right, cool.
There you go.
Skin on here.
There you Not that one. Okay.
It's touchy.
Rico's still learning this software
this
a little
program,
bit.
I gotta.
Right.
Well, there it is. That's
Can you see it?
it's
Oh,
kinda
okay.
light.
If you want it darker, let's bring it up.
That's good. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so.
And remember, you guys, any questions as Mike's animating here? Don't be shy.
Yes, please. Any questions at all? Even though I'm trying to keep it loose, you can see that it still takes longer to draw all these parts. I'll go ahead and add another one here. Yeah, so I've been looking in the mirror lately and seeing my face a lot more clear than I have been in the past. And I noticed that if Willie Nelson and one of the winged monkeys from The Wizard of Oz had a baby, it'd look like this.
Where'd you come up with that one?
I don't know. You know those crazy, wacky artists.
Those crazy animators.
They're so wacky. All right, let's just flip through this here. Turn that off. Why is it doing that?
See, watch this. See that right there? You don't touch that.
Oh.
It's just underneath it. Right
Oh, that's
there and there.
That's
there
the
and
icon
there.
for it. Gotcha. Okay.
Right.
Cool. Sweet.
There you
All right, let's flip through a little bit here and see what we got so far. Come on now. Yeah, you got standing position, starting position, anticipates, and he's starting to jump. I'm going to add another frame to that. This, trying to keep it quick. This is what might happen when you are starting out and you're trying to draw some more of. How do I get the more frames to show up in the? So I can see more frames.
right up in here, Rico. You see that? Highlight, highlight, highlight,
Cool.
highlight.
Gotcha.
And you bring these up.
Cool.
That work?
Yeah. What a sweet program.
It is.
Very cool. Okay, so.
You hear that, TV Paint? Yeah. They're sponsoring us.
Any TV paint enthusiasts, please. use the eraser phone erase. Right? Oh, I like that. Nice TV paint. Very good.
Hello, Silver Sun.
Did you ever used to animate like this in segments like this when you were starting out?
Don't think I have.
You knew better.
Um,
You must have seen something that kept you from
I
doing
don't think
that.
I knew better. Did you?
That's a good question. I think I did. I think I tended to do this. You
Did
know?
you?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm sure I did too. With the Preston Blair book.
Yeah.
You know the way he would break it down
Yeah.
into. You can show them that if you want later.
Yeah, I mean, Preston Blair has a little bit of a... Well, he's got two different books. There's a... first one had a yellow cover, and he showed character construction, and he kind of used shapes. And I think that was just to help out super beginners, just to kind of get a feel of how to put together a character, which is fine.
Yeah.
But then when you go to animate, in his second book called Animation, I'm sorry, it had a blue cover, and it had a really good page in there that showed how to think about these segments, but don't animate with them. They're like parts that you keep in mind, like there's flexible parts and solid parts, and I think that's more of what what he was trying to get at. And then when there was actual movement, he suggested using like a rhythmic flow through the characters, which is really cool. I mean, that really opened my eyes to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, where he'd almost put the entire character into a big shape.
Yeah, it's one big, nice, rhythmic figure, gesture. Okay, so there he just goes
There
from
you
here.
got it.
Anticipates, but it took me quite a while to draw all those little segments, even though I was going quick and scratchy and rough. Still took time.
Right.
And I'm not trying to do beautiful drawings here. I'm not trying to do beautiful animation either. I'm just trying to demonstrate, what this is.
It's funny. I mean, it does work.
Yeah, I mean, it
But
works.
now you're going
But
to.
now we're going to see something that's a lot more fluid and not so stiff as far as watching this thing being posed, being posed around like that. So I'm going to start a new layer, which is, where's that?
Oh. So let's go here. Animation layer.
Okay.
There you got it.
And can I keep this
Right.
layer kind of grayed down a little bit in general, so I can draw
Oh.
dark over this with the rhythm?
Yes, you can. You tell me when. Oh, sorry. Went the wrong one. Let's go to that layer. You tell me when you like it.
That's good right there. A little bit darker.
Darker?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Tell me when.
That's good right there. Perfect.
Okay. And
Nice.
that now we're highlighted on the top layer.
Cool, so I'm going to draw here. All right, I'm
Yeah.
going to do the same thing again, but I'm going to make it more rhythmic in laying in the character. And also, a thing about these shapes, these circles and ovals, is that they're flat. They don't have a sense of
Volume.
volume to them.
Mass.
Yeah, exactly. Which is, that's the illusion of life, right? Is to try to
Yeah.
trick people into believing this is a real character rather than a cutout. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to go over this and try to do the same thing again. Let's see. I think I'll make a... Make this into...
And what he's doing is the rhythm and flows. He's just making the entirety of the figure sort of work into each element, work into each other. And just right there, you can see the drawing just has more life into it.
I can turn this on and off here.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the difference. That's much more of a stiff pose, and this has got more weight shift in it and everything. It's just overall has a nicer feel to it.
Yeah.
As far as the...
More life. Sort of like that
Gravity.
tiger lily drawing.
Oh yeah.
Has more of that.
I wish mine looked like that. Okay, I'm going to do another drawing next to this. And... Alrighty. Well,
And
let's
remember,
see.
Bobby, if you want, you can use these buttons.
Oh,
If you wanted
which
to
ones?
flip.
These two?
Yeah, you can go.
Oh,
like
cool.
that.
Yeah, love it.
If that makes it easier.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay, there we go. Cool.
Let's see.
Oops.
David says, love TV paint. I gotta tell a story. If it wasn't for David, I would have never finally understood it. So again, David, thank you very much for helping me with it. If you use keyboard shortcuts F4, it turns your pen into an eraser, then press F2, and it goes back to being a pen. Interesting to know.
That's good to know.
Paris. Hello, Wayne and Mike from Paris, Toonbox Studio.
Oh, hey.
My buddies in England.
How goes it?
Love the demonstration. Thank you, dude. Let's see. Art with Amar B, Blender, Krita, and OpenTunes are other great applications you can do 2D animation in for free. That is true. That is true. Reason I went with TV Paint was because I just adore the drawing tools.
Oh, yeah.
Was the main reason why. And there's me lad, Tefik, Animatra. That's my young blood. Thank you, Paris. Thank you for making it to our live stream. Appreciate it. Paris is extremely talented, and he's got. You guys should check him out on YouTube. Toonbox Studio. He's got his character Cherry, and he can draw Cherry, and other characters too.
Whoa.
What happened?
You got the mouse going. It was
Oh,
taking control.
I'm sorry. You see that? Just hit save.
Here, you do it.
Just click save.
I might hit something wrong.
Nope, you're not.
All right.
There you go. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's all right. Let's see. I just want to turn this off so I can compare here. Alrighty. I think that's on. Go to the next frame. Nope, it's off. Now it's on. Okay. All right.
Good working for you?
Yep.
Okay. I think you do, Paris. I think you do have the skills. I've seen your animation. Let me see. Art with
do. Gotta get used to this flipping thing here. Wayne's got it set up real nice here where on the stylus he's got one end is the brush and the other end is the eraser, so I just flip it around like a real pencil and just erase and redraw.
That's why I say I think Dave is so much better with the keyboards than I am.
Oh, I love hotkeys, don't get me wrong.
I know you do.
They're so fast, man. Boom.
I'm such a dork with them. I sit there. I hit the wrong one.
Yeah, it's easy to hit. I put little like pieces of tape on my keyboard that show, really large characters, F1, F2, F3, so I know exactly which key without even looking. Just boom. You just quick glance and it's all ready to go.
Well, it takes me an hour to write a sentence.
All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, big guy now.
Hola from Colombia. Hola. Violetta Explesia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hola.
Let's see here.
You're very welcome. They're saying, Violetta is saying, thank you very much to show your process. It is so important.
You're very welcome. Thank you for tuning in.
Love from India. Do you know how to say hello
No,
in Indian?
I only know how to say hello in Spanish, Japanese, Danish, German.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but it's
Italian.
like one word for each language.
Italian.
I'm so multilingual. Yeah, I can speak German, Spanish, and and French too. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Grazie.
You gotta say it with flair, man. You've been to Paris, right?
Yeah.
How do they speak in Paris? Do they say bonjour, monsieur, or do they say bonjour, monsieur?
Oh man, I was told you go to Paris, you got to make an attempt to speak French, and then whenever I made the attempt, they'd say, "You're crucifying the language. Can you just speak English?"
That's what happened to me when I was trying to speak like with a British accent.
You tried to.
Yeah, one of my students, I won't name names, but it was really funny because I would say stuff like, right, okay, then we're going to go to the next lesson, I see. And she'd say, please don't do that. You're just butchering. Just speak English, please. I mean, you're American English.
Let's see. David says, I do the same thing with the stylus. I use the eraser and the stylus, but sometimes it's convenient to switch back and forth between drawing mode. Easier more with the keyboard shortcuts.
See, now that's smart.
With the oh, I agree with that. Yeah, that's why I tried to figure out. I finally figured out how to do it with the keys on the Cintiq, and it took me forever. Hola, gracias por el saludo. Un fuertes big hug to you, Violeta. Am I pronouncing your name correct, Violeta? Violeta. I hope so.
Violetta?
One piece of, Violeta. Violeta. That's a beautiful name.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, take a look at this. Keep flipping. See how it's progressing.
Mike Vengers, hello from Mother Russia. Oh, I know how to say hello in Russian. How do you say that again?
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Hello.
Americans, man, we're so jaded. We hardly, over in Europe they have to learn like 5 different languages because all the countries are so close together, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of traveling. But over here it's like you just learn English. You're lucky if you get Spanish.
And then they're lucky if they even learn English.
Yeah, even good point. Hey, what's right is right, Rico?
That's right.
Drinks are on the house. Yeah, we're really bad over here, man. I'm generalizing, of course, but
One piece of
not too much.
is a bar. You're the best. Thank you. That's nice. Hello from Ghana. Hello, indeed.
Does it say David's last name in the chat or no?
David Nethery.
David Nethery, that's the man. Mr. TV
I
Paint
said
himself.
his name.
Yeah, I know. Didn't know if you said his last name, that's all.
Yes, I said his last name. David, did I say your last name? I mean, the first time, but then I said David.
Oh, okay.
Quit picking on me.
I'm not.
All right.
So sensitive.
Okay.
All right, flip
please,
here.
one piece of Isabar. Please, guys, have you one day in Africa. I went to South Africa once but it was strictly on the coast at Jeffreys Bay to go surfing. it was quite an experience. That was during when they had apartheid, and kind of changed my life. I love awesome poses. Oh, my letter says awesome poses, dude.
Dankeschön.
No, gracias. She's Spanish.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gracias. Gracias. I'm sure I'm butchering that too. Gracias. I like to roll the R's. Gracias.
I can't do that.
Oh man, you got to.
Gracias. I kind of did it there, didn't I?
There you go. Yeah. That's it.
Gracias.
That's it.
Kind of.
Boy, animating sure is
Good
fun.
morning, good evening, 3D things. Vincent Vargas asks, hi, how to improve my drawing skills, especially animal proportions? I will say, it's just, again, just like what Mike's doing there, he's drawing those big shapes, and you just gotta observe. Go to the zoo if you can. I just gotta say, the drawing from live is better than drawing from photo reference, but I know that we don't all have access to that, and there's plenty of sites where they give you a lot of resources of animal pictures and everything, but just look for those big shapes and understand. I gotta tell you that there's difference in the anatomy of different animals, for sure, but overall with mammals, a lot of the anatomy is similar. It's just the elements are different, the structure of it, but it's similar. But if you got a dog or a cat, just be aware of what is underneath it. You don't have to be an anatomical expert. You just gotta study it. And because you guys got all of this internet, I'm going to repeat myself. I say this 100 times. You got a lot of material out there, reference material. And I'm going to tell you, if you want to really understand animals, I've never met the man, but check out Aaron Blaze. The guy really knows his stuff when it comes to all our main animals, horses, lions, all the cats, all the primates, everything. So anyway, that's what I'd recommend.
I'd like to recommend a book.
Go ahead, Rico.
The Ken Hultgren book by Dover.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Great book. I'd definitely check that out. And I don't remember the title of it, but it's by Ken Hultgren. Hultgren, Hultgren. And it's a beautiful book about drawing them. Not only does he draw them realistically, and he shows some cool animation poses in there, but he also has cartooning versions of the same animals, so you get to compare, one to the other, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. And there's also, you guys, you if you look at like Preston Blair, he draws a lot of cute animals, but if you notice, with his simple shapes, it's still kind of, could be similar to a cute little kid. But if you really want to dive into it, you study the anatomy, and just all we are is upright mammals. Let me see. Paris, Toonbox Studio, so true. The web is like an encyclopedia, isn't it, Paris? In my day, I agree. Back in the day, before it was around, in my day, I had to go to the library. Yeah, you had to. It was so much search, and now you just got everything.
Oh, so by the way, here's the original version of the sections. I just want to show them real quick.
Yeah.
So this is the segmented one that kind of gets kind of stilted because you're thinking of parts rather than the whole. And you get, it works, but it could be a little bit better if you try to do it this way and get a flow. And then you can see the difference right away. It seems more fluid as far as the feeling of one pose to another, and all the parts kind of are all together and cohesive rather than bits.
Absolutely. See,
Items.
and you look at those drawings, they have that life into it, that sort of freedom.
And then you just in between it, and voila.
And then over that, you can go over those and
Oh yeah, you can even
put it on model.
Yep, you can turn that into pretty much anything.
David Nethery.
Mr. Nether, yes.
Mr. Nethery. The Art of Animal Drawing by Ken Holtzgren.
That's it, the Art of Animal Anatomy. Great book, man.
Great, yes.
Excellent. That was the first animal book I ever bought. Still holds up.
Oh my God! Oh, it's beautiful.
All these
Got it
decades
somewhere around. That was the first book I actually saw that was like, whoa.
Yeah.
This guy has spent a lifetime doing this.
Pretty nice stuff. He's an expert. Now, here's a quick question. Now that I've finished the demo, do these folks that are watching want me to go over this, or do they want me to take these roughs and just fill in betweens, or what do you think they'd prefer? We could...
It's up to them. You guys ask them at the camera.
All right. This version right here with the gestures that I've got, I'm gonna just scroll through it again. This one here, would you like to see me put in-betweens and breakdowns in between all these poses in this rough fashion, this rhythmic fashion? Or would you rather have me go over on a separate layer for each one of these poses and do like a tie-down drawing, a more tight drawing that has all the volumes and everything, and not so gestural, but more into the construction of it, so that we can see, how that differs from those shapes? To think more solidly.
Toonbox Studio Paris just said, yes, go over it.
Okay. Anybody else want to chime in? Want to see something?
I'll let you know. Do you want to do it? Just to do it?
Yeah, I'll start going
okay,
over
and I'll keep...
I'll go over the extremes.
Let's see. Yes, go over it. How
So
to draw
I'll lighten this a little bit.
Art with RB. How to Draw Animals by Jack Ham is another book as well.
Ding.
David Nethery. Turn the character into Briar Rose.
Who said that?
David Nethery.
Oh, my buddy. Thanks. Sure. Yeah, I'd be lucky if I could do one drawing of Briar Rose and make it look anything close to...
They seem to want you... Yes, people would like you to do that.
Go over it. Okay.
To go over it.
Reconstruct. Yeah. Okay, I don't know how to make a new layer, so you're going to have to do that one on top of this one.
It's easy. There. Animation there.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. You're all set up.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, but you want... wow. It's already turned down? Oh, it is.
Yeah, I turned it down right.
Oh.
That much I learned.
Oh, man, you're good.
I pick up on you. You're a good teacher, man.
You're good.
That's why I learned.
Me too. Tie downs. Everyone, they like that idea a lot.
Okay, now here's a question technically about TV Paint. How do I zoom in on this and then come back out to this 100%, like quickly?
Oh, okay.
Zoom in, like
quickly?
Yeah. Well, relatively quickly.
I don't know about quickly, but you can come in.
Ooh, that's quickly.
Right there, and then if you want to move it, whoa.
If I want to move it around?
Move it around.
Linearly?
You just go over there.
Oh, check this out.
It's good.
TV Paint, people.
TV Paint. So there you go. There's a nice size.
Look at that.
And then if you want to make your pencil a little bit smaller.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
For the tie-down.
It's just right there. See the...
Oh, look at that. Slick. How do I make it darker, like pitch black?
I think it's already up to full opacity.
Can I make it red? I want to do a red rough over this and then go over it.
Why, yes, you can. Let's go over here.
Look at that. Slick.
See which red? Do you see the little...
Just bright
like
red.
that red?
Bright red. Oh,
can you see right there?
Lighter than that, yeah. Because I need to make it a light
like that?
drawing. A little bit lighter.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
And opacity. Let's see. You see the opacity?
Yeah.
There's 90. You should like that one.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, thanks, man.
You're welcome, Rico.
And then I can,
No, you just went off of there. So go back here, over here. Click on that.
Oh,
Highlight
okay.
that. There you go.
I want to adjust the size. That's this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Let's try that. All right. It's a little too fine point for me. Whoa, what happened there? Oh, that's the eraser.
Yeah, you're.
All right. Let's see. Opacity. I want it to be like this. Thicken this up. Let's try that.
David Nethery
Yeah.
says, I'm heckling now.
All right. I love it.
I love it too. Well, just keep heckling, Rico.
Heckle away. Briar Rose. That's a hot one. Oh, love it.
I was going to say something easier like the Prince and Briar Rose.
Oh, yeah, that's easier.
It is
Kill
best
me,
for
Shane. Let's try this. I'm still trying to get the opacity to a point where I'm happy with it. I guess that's pretty cool.
Oh, David Nethery
Yes,
says
sir.
shift and shift. Shift period, shift comma.
Oh, I don't have access to the keyboard, so I can't
Uh,
really do that.
yeah, David, I got
Thanks.
my keyboards over here.
Yeah, he's got it over there, over in front of him, so it's
I'm
kinda-
weird like that. I got it in front of right here, my desktop. That's why I worked so hard to get those. I should figure out how to make the hotkeys. I'll figure that one out later. Press 0 can toggle back and forth with full screen. That's true, dude.
Oh,
I do want to show you this.
Okay.
Watch it. I do that. That gets rid of the timeline.
oh, wow, cool.
It's up to you. I had one of these hotkeys, but then it went off. It went off. So if you ever want that, let me know and I'll hit 0.
The thing I don't like about using hotkeys on the Cintiq is whenever I lean my hand on it, I accidentally touch them and it messes everything up. So that's the only reason I don't use those in general.
Up here, you mean?
Yeah, anything that's on the board that I'm drawing, because if I touch the board or I move my arm or something, it accidentally sets off the hotkey on or the touchpad on the Cintiq, which I do not want. So.
Okay. Well, if you want it 0, just let me know. No.
All right, thanks, man. I'll just
0.
use these cool
Okay.
controls over here,
All right.
which are nice. Let's see. Zoom in a little more. Is there a way to make this screen a little bit brighter? It's kind of dim.
Not right now. There's not.
Okay. I'll live with it. I can't work under these conditions. Let's see here. What am I going to turn this baby into? Not Briar Rose. Sorry.
Put a big nose on top of it. Make him a Rico.
I'm going to make it a
Rico.
cat. I'm going to make it a cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just for the heck of it. Dogs and cats and mice in animation. Who would have thought? Now, I have to give a little bit of a fair warning here that watching someone draw when animating is like watching paint dry. So it might be a little bit dull to watch, but I'm just giving you a fair warning.
Try to. So what are you thinking as you're doing? You're thinking about these other shapes that make it into the character, correct?
Yeah, I'm trying to visualize because this is a pretty. When you look at that, that's pretty general. That's pretty vague. So
Yeah.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to figure out just design a character as I go here. Just do a little.
And you're designing the character just, which comes with just experience.
And, this is just a rough still. It's got a long ways to go, but at least it's something to work with. I'll try. Let's see here.
Paris says he loves it.
Cool.
That's where you're going.
Thank you.
Tefik says hello again.
Hola.
Animatra. Tefik's from Turkey. Don't know how to say that. Chat, can you see my message? Tefik, yeah, I can see your message. Are you talking to me?
Who else is he talking to? Who else is here? Me?
I said hello earlier. Yes.
I'm giving it a hard time.
I don't know if Tefik heard me say hello earlier.
Oh, okay. Ooh, this eraser is really something, man. TV paint, folks. TV paint, love it.
You know, I think the other ones that people mention, they're probably as good. I mean, I sometimes sit there and draw with rough animators. Like, wow, this pencil's really good for $5.
I love it.
Tefik, can you hear me say hello to you? And so there you are. So now he's putting in the anatomy of the design of this character. You can see where the forearm, shoulder, elbow. And it is hard to draw and teach at the same time, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's like you got to concentrate on what you're doing, and as you're talking, it's distracting to.
There, you just put it. So, I'll talk for him. He put in the anatomy of a thigh, the lower leg, facts. Art with MRB. Facts. Rough Animator does have a great pencil.
Oh yeah,
it is a good pencil. It's pretty simple application to learn. If I could learn it, anyone could learn it.
All right, since this is being done on the fly, this is not.
Rico, quit worrying about it so much.
Not such a great design.
Just put in the tail.
But I don't want to put the tail in. That's a follow-through thing that I'm going to do later.
Oh, okay.
I could put the first pose, I guess. I'll put that in. Just to satisfy you.
Why, you lazy.
Yeah. All right, there's your tail, all right?
Art with MRB. I even like the pencil in Flip-A-Clip, but it's better in Rough Animator. I never heard of Flip-A-Clip.
I've heard of that one.
Have you?
Yeah. Like I said, it's like watching paint dry. Watching somebody draw an animation.
You just explain to them what you're doing as you're doing it.
All right.
Keeps them more interested.
All right, let's see here. I'm trying to figure out how this these ears are going to react to this primary movement when he goes down at the anticipation. The chest is going to fluff up a little bit here as the mask gets pushed or drags behind. As he drops his hips, his or her hips. I don't know why I said his. I'm just throwing it out there. Trying to think about a little bit of a silhouette here as well, and the length of the leg as far as how far it's going to go when it stretches down here. So I'm not worried too much about volumes yet because I'm still just kind of designing the character as I go, but I like to think a little bit about it. I want his head to tilt up and back a little bit as he comes down to give a nice little change of direction, have his cheeks kind of drag as well as he comes down, so they kind of elevate up.
Simon.
They kind of raise up, la, like this. Whoops. Eyes may stretch a bit. This design will probably look better as I go along because I'll be refining the design as I
It looks great.
draw. Thank you.
Is this Sylvester the cat?
No, it's his cousin.
Sammy.
His cousin Sammy. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question.
He's just making up a character. A lot of times you'll do that when you're just thinking about animation. You just go with the certain design. I did that with the last one I demoed. The what do I call him? Wolf dog or wolf?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
This is the time-consuming part. That's why I say it's like watching paint dry. Really slow and methodical, and it's not super spontaneous. You know, things have to slow down a little bit because you have to think a little bit more about what you're doing. So don't be discouraged if you're like, wow, this is taking forever. Just be patient. That's what
It does. This is the part that does take longer, and this is why you guys, when at the studios, back in the day, probably still is today,
What's that?
the largest crew that works on a traditionally animated film are the cleanup department. The reason why is because they take it to the final line, and it just takes a long time to have to clean up the drawings where you got the volumes and each little element, even like a hair, is following the same arc. It just takes a long time to do cleanup. So as you go into the process of tying it down for the animator, even that takes a long time. That's why working on your draftsmanship is so important. Just drawing, draw. This is what Judy and I, we always say, everybody, Rico, draw. And when you get burned out, take a break and then start drawing.
Yeah, those breaks are important. Oh, I wanted to show something real quick here. Also, as I'm doing this tie-down section here, this step, I try to push the pose even more. You know, I try to readjust the pose as I'm going. So each time you do a pass over this, you try to adjust things, maybe even push things further if you can, you know, whatever you want to do with it. So I'm just letting you know that you can do that. Let's see how much I changed this one. It's not changed too much. Oops. And then this second one's changed a bit more.
But that second, yeah.
See, I've tilted the head back a little bit to go more with the flow of the body there.
And you see where you like worked on the torso to put it more in model.
Yep.
Down the lower pelvic area.
I tried to keep it consistent.
Yeah.
I lost my. I don't know what that is.
What's the matter?
I was hitting the wrong button there.
Oh.
I'm okay now. All right, there we
Oh,
go.
that was lock.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to continue on here. Trying to tie this baby down. I'm going to try and put a little squash in the feet because he's compressing with his whole body. So I'm going to thin it out here a little bit and then stretch it out like it's getting squashed out to the right. As you can see, just a subtle little thing. All those little things help. Same thing with the other foot here. I'm going to let it kind of compress out like that. So the toes are kind of elongated. You can see the little difference there. Just little things like that that help make it
Nice.
more alive rather than stiff. There we go.
See, so those little subtleties. So plus it.
Go to
All the
next
way.
one here. Zoom in a little bit on this.
Banana.
Let's see.
Enrico, you don't have to tie them all down.
Well, I'll just do 3 of them.
Okay.
Move this over a little bit. There we go. Oops. Gotta get used to that flipping thing. I'll bring this back in a little bit. And I'm doing this really fast, so not really taking my time with it, trying to just get it done so that you're not watching paint dry.
That's another thing, you guys. Everybody, each animator has, their process. I mean, I would say that this is what Mike's doing is the basic process. But understand, some animators, they animate clean right out of the gate.
Oh, yeah.
Some animators animate
super scribbly.
Super scribbly, straight ahead. Other animators will work that pose to pose. Everyone's got their own way of going about it, and eventually, and it also always matters what scene that you got. Sometimes you'll get a scene that is so action oriented. There's really just no way you're gonna pose it out. So you just gotta work straight ahead and loose and scribbly. Other scenes that are acting, some animators will do it straight ahead still. I mean, I remember reading this lecture with Wooly Reitherman. He was of the Nine Old Men fame, and he wouldn't even do thumbnails, he said. He just had this sort of like spirit of you just dive into it. He was a go for it kind of guy, because they made a documentary on being the child of the Nine Old Men, the children of the Nine Old Men, and when they interviewed the kids of the Nine Old Men, and it was made up of Frank Thomas, Ollie Johnson, Ward Kimball, Wooly Reitherman, and Milt Kahl, and I think it might have been Les Clark too. Anyway, when the kids of Wooly Reitherman came on, it was, you realized that he was a very go for it sort of Evel Knievel kind of guy. He just dove into things. He was a pilot during World War II, and it was just his nature. And that's, I think, what really comes out as an animator, just whatever your nature is, and then you find your approach of doing it. I was pretty long-winded on that one, wasn't I?
That was very good, though. Very good explanation of it. Good thing to point out.
Thank you. You guys have any questions? Don't be shy.
Let's flip through this and see what we got here.
And you can see how Rico's drawings, if this was roughly the design of the character, this would be, after it's in between, and he puts in more breakdown stuff, this is what would get handed off to the cleanup department. And he might even tie down this more so. Just everybody's. I have seen scenes that get handed off to the cleanup department, and I can't even tell who the character is, and that just gives cleanup a lot more work to do. And some cleanup people like that more because it gives them more freedom and a challenge to,
It makes the job more interesting because you have to get into it more rather than just trace over a line.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can really sink your teeth into that stuff. Anyway, here's the first three. And you can see from there it just keeps going. You can kind of visualize what he would look like based on these first three. Now I'm going to go back in over this with, I'm going to lighten this layer a little bit. I'm going to turn off the rough layer, and I'm going to lighten this a little bit. And I'm going to go over just his face, just to show you how tight you can get with this. This would be like making a red pencil underdrawing and then going over it with black. So I'm going to go with black now and try to go over this rough and make it even more tied down. So I got to change it to red now.
Oh,
I mean black. Sorry, not red.
oh, there. See, you got your So you can go in there if you want it. Black?
Black.
Oh,
Yeah,
black?
Yeah, all the way.
Okay.
Black is B.
There you go.
Thank you. And now I'm going to do another layer, which is that one. Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
Okay.
All right. Let me get this pen.
Let's see.
There it is. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Joe R. Yes. Growing up with the Nine Old Men full documentary. I think this was the one Wayne was just mentioning. Yes, Joe, that was, and it's really interesting because Milk Call animated clean. He just did not want to let anybody affect his animation. And then when his daughter is being interviewed, you can tell it was like she says something like, he was quite a character. He obsessive compulsive, and I think she said he was a guy who really didn't want kids. he was just very opinionated and a perfectionist, and did just he was a genius. But that is what it's called, and I do recommend Growing Up with the Nine Old Men. You guys should check that out. It's especially for a geek like us.
I got the wrong.
Uh-oh.
See how scratchy that is? I'm trying to get a clean line. I don't know how to get that.
Here, slide over a little bit there. Hold on one sec, you guys. Trying to get Rico set up here.
Just want it to be like either
It's weird. It's not letting.
clean instead of scratchy.
Yeah. Which I don't know why.
See that documentary about the children of the Nine Old Men? That was really good.
Soft.
Very enlightening.
Hold on, dude. I don't know why it's doing that. It is on soft power. Basic steps.
It doesn't have to be. It could be a brush or it could be an ink.
No, it's not that.
Oh.
I don't know what happened. Oh, God.
I bet Dave Nethery knows.
I bet Dave does.
Dave, how do you make a sharp black line rather than this scratchy one here that's showing up?
Because I got it. There it is. It's on soft. Hard? No. Soft is what we want.
Did he say anything in the chat?
It's like it.
Look at this program, man.
It's like it changed
Texture.
pencils on us, and I don't know why. Let me try this one.
It's nice to see the variety, though.
Oh, there is a variety, but now we're really. I don't want to waste everyone's time here. We're gonna go back to this one. This is what makes it softer. Flip X.
Mine zoomed in too much. Is that what the problem is?
Could be. Yeah, I think that is basically what it is. So understand when you zoom out, just do the best you can with it.
Gotcha.
And let me go opacity.
100%.
Power up. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
All right. Sorry for that, you guys. And it will, because it gets so pixelated up here, and I believe the resolution that this is at is lower. Okay, let's see what David said here. Try the pen tool. I think he did try that one. The pen is to the left, right there. There you go.
Better.
Try that one. Then David says to the left of the pencil tool, okay. Or you can reset the pencil tool, which means if you click on the pencil tool, here's the pencil tool.
Yeah.
Go here, reset it. That just starts you all over. It's because you're zoomed in so
Yeah,
tight. That's
okay.
really what it is.
All right. I'll try to do the best I can here.
Okay. And understand when you pull back from it.
Yeah. All right. I'll go with this. Let's see what this does.
Okay. Thank you, David.
Yes,
Nethery.
sir. Thank you.
You can, Joe R., you can reset the pencil and it will default to a hard, but then it's on, put it on soft again.
It's working now. I mean,
It is?
I think this
Okay.
is good enough. Yeah.
All right.
But thank you.
I agree. I like the soft also. Right. What Joe R. said. Okay, David Nethery, turn the paper off. Ooh. I don't.
Oh, because that's
I'll-
the texture.
I'll look into that. Oh.
That's interesting.
Well, you're doing good. It looks good.
It's working now.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Turn the paper off. What does that one mean?
That must be what this texture is. It's like a
David
paper.
Nethery, when you are drawing with the pencil tool, I can see you had the paper enabled, which was making the pin line more, crunchy. Oh, very interesting, David. Okay, I didn't realize that. Thank you.
Let's see. I'm gonna do this.
What a pal, what a pal.
Yeah, shiny.
Ah.
Oops, that's a little too much. All right. Man, that is one big eraser.
Oh, you can bring it way down,
Yeah,
dude.
I gotta bring it way down. There we go. That's way
That's
better.
because you're zoomed in so tight.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting how zoomed in I am. Ha. Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, yeah, right, how do I go from this to this? That took me forever to be able to do this. I used to watch Wayne draw, and he would take a rough scribble and go right over it and make it look like this, clean drawing, and I would just go, wow, man, I saw you do it with my own eyes, and I still don't know how you did it. But it took me a long time to be able to do that.
And what did I say back then?
I don't remember now.
Draw, draw, draw.
That's right.
Nothing's going to improve your draftsmanship like drawing.
Except drawing.
David Nethery again. In the main tool panel, second from the right on the bottom, is the button that enables or disables the. Oh, really? Thank you, David. I'm gonna check that out later. Oh man, but that looks great. What you're doing.
Thanks, man. I'm just trying to give it some solidity. My eyes are still adjusting, so it
Can
looks
you
kinda wonky.
import brushes into TV Paint? Asked Toonbox Studio Paris. I've never looked into that, Paris. David, can you? Aw, Gemma White says you guys are awesome.
Aw.
You know who she is? Gemma White?
Judy?
Uh,
Yeah.
Jake's girlfriend.
Aw. Thanks, Gemma.
Love you, Gemma. David, if you're still there, I'm sure you can import. Because, Toonbox Studio Paris, I tried to use Procreate. David said sort of. That sounds like it makes it complicated. I was trying to Procreate. Everyone went to Procreate. And I just couldn't understand it because every time I would use any of the brushes, it just would not respond naturally. And then Paris turned me on to, I can't remember where I bought those from, but it was only like, I think it was like $3 or $5. And Paris, those pencils work great. Thank you again for letting me know about that. Now I can sit there and I think I use Procreate half and half with Sketchbook. So, let me see. David says it's more like reconstructing a brush in TV Paint. See, that's where I had a very hard time. There's a lot. I think the only thing I do with my brushes is I will reconstruct the basic pencil to where it has a little bit more of a flow into the line, and I keep it on soft. Rico goes, what is he talking about?
Yeah, what the heck? All right, I'm going to try to flip through this here so you can see different stages. Kind of, there we go.
Yes, they are horrible in Procreate.
So there we go. We got
Okay.
the gestural rough here, which has got the rhythms in it instead of the sections, and then we've got the red underdrawing, kind of constructing the character a bit more, and then the final drawing of the.
And with this
details.
now, would that
Yeah.
be the drawing that you would send to cleanup?
Yeah. If they should be able to handle that. Yeah.
Oh
Make
my
it
God!
perfect.
Yeah,
line, you know.
yeah. That's just like if that's the design of the character, you guys, that's what you would send them, because they get a lot rougher stuff than that.
Yeah,
So,
this is pretty tight down.
yeah.
I mean, this should not be a hardship to
No.
go over.
No.
In fact, I forgot one little detail.
Actually, if you're in cleanup, if you can't clean up off that one, you shouldn't be in cleanup.
Ooh, that's harsh. Harsh.
Keeping it real.
Yeah, if you have a hard time cleaning that up, that's not a good thing. Does it automatically save?
It has been, but we're gonna save it at the very end of it.
I think that's it.
Okay, all right.
Pretty much shows
Great
it all.
demonstration, Rico.
Dankeschön.
Great
Thank
demonstration. You took it to how many levels did you work
That
on?
was
there?
4.
4.
Yeah,
Very
I
good.
did the rough, then I did the red over that. No, wait a minute, 3, right? Yeah, because I did the.
Well, you did the ones with just showing the very bottom one that was.
Well, yeah, 4 if you count the circles.
I'm gonna count that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah. The segmented one, then the rhythmic one, then the red underdrawing, and then the final black pencil
Yeah.
over the red
Yeah.
underdrawing. So 4 layers of.
That was a great demo.
Thank you.
All right, you guys.
It was fun.
Thank you. Let's see. Anything? There's stuff about how to do it. Mike is like Gandalf, the Wizard of Animation.
I'm telling you, if
That's from Paris. Well done, Paris says.
thanks.
Well done. You guys, we hope you enjoyed this. Again, thank you for tuning in.
Yes, thank you.
And that's it. So I just want to say thank you to David Nethery.
That's
Always
the
got
man.
it. Well, but when I talk to him, I go, "Hello, David Nethery." I say, "Hey, David." Or Dave. Anyway, thank you
Same
for
here.
all the information. You too, Paris from Two Box Studio, and everybody else. We hope you really enjoyed this, and we are going to say goodbye. Say goodbye, Rico.
Goodbye, Rico.
Goodbye, Rico.
Adios.
Adios. Where's
Have a good rest of the day or evening, depending on where you are.
Yes.